who was that? There was one choke that I saw only once in the UFC. It was a choke like almost similar to a Gogo Plata by a kid who was a Tiger Schulman student. Nick something or another.
It was in the UFC?
Yes. He had some crazy choke, and he said that he invented it while it was going on. He's like, I invented it in the fight.
I have no idea what that is.
Do you know what I'm talking about?
I know what I'm talking about,
Yes.
but I don't. I couldn't show you.
Yeah, I
Guys
remember.
show me techniques all the damn time, and I'm like, I should have videotaped that because that's gone.
Eddie, is
You don't
jiu-jitsu?
videotape that?
Yeah.
Is that gone?
Is jiu-jitsu
guys
growing,
that
Eddie?
videotape new.
There it is, Nick Pace. Yeah,
Yes.
Nick Pace.
He did some crazy.
Let's see if you can find the submission because it was some weird leg submission.
I don't remember. I couldn't show you.
I remember it had something to do with a shin across the neck.
Yep.
It was a leg submission?
I would say if I had to guess-
it was a neck. It was a choke. It was some weird choke that had to do with some weird like omoplata type setup, and he wound up in some position with his shin underneath this guy's choke, underneath this guy's neck in an unconventional way that I don't necessarily remember. I'd have to see it again. But I remember saying, "Have you done that before?"
Yeah.
And he said. That was the first time he ever did it.
Is there a huge
Is this
difference
it?
between guys?
That's crazy.
Is there a huge difference between really good
Okay,
guys
show it.
now and 10 years ago?
Oh fuck
Jiu-jitsu
yeah.
wise, like all different techniques.
That's like saying, is there a difference in stand-up comedy now in general as like in the '80s? Come on, in the '80s it was there's a
Roy
big
got him.
difference.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Well,
same thing.
Yeah.
Same.
Roy
shit
won
in
that
comedy?
fight, by the way.
Hey Eddie,
Same
look up
thing.
behind you. That's the choke. Nick Pace is gonna show us the choke. Why does it look so crappy, Jamie? See, look at this. He grabs it like this. He throws the leg over the neck, and
throws
then
it-
he shoots under like this, and he grabs his ankle.
Yeah,
look at
that's-
this.
That's gun show control. It's called gun
But
show.
he chokes him from here.
Yep. I got a guy, Ben Eddy, who does this.
Yeah. So
All the time.
He
All the time.
he
Damn.
came up with this on the fly in the UFC,
damn.
and
I'm gonna use
now he
that.
calls it the Pace choke. I don't.
That guy's hair is
recall-
great.
I
Who
do
told him
not
to do that?
believe.
That's
is
legit.
that Louis Gaudenow?
No, that's
Yeah,
legit.
that's
Is
him.
that Gaudenow?
He always has
That's really
green hair.
legit. I got a
maybe,
guy.
maybe not that
I
hair,
got a
though,
guy
you know?
whose style is based off
You
that
just said it
control.
looks nice,
Huh?
fuck.
It's
No,
called
but I'm being
gun show
sarcastic.
control. There's guys that spend a lot of time.
You're a hater.
That's
See,
an atomic green.
Those guys, Tiger Schulman, for a lot of
It's
people
Joker
don't know,
green, you
those
fuck.
guys were
Yeah,
a
it
giant
is.
karate chain in the East
You
Coast.
see him in New York all the time, like they
People
have schools.
didn't think of them as legit, like necessarily, because they thought, well, most giant karate schools aren't legit.
Yeah.
However, they are legit. I mean, think Uriah Hall. This kid Nick Pace came from there.
Wow.
That guy who won Frankie Rivera, the guy who won last week against Yuri Alcantara, he's from there. Jimmy Rivera. Jimmy Rivera. There's a lot of really high-level guys from Tiger Schulman's. Tiger Schulman, Uriah Hall is, look, his kickbox or his stand-up is ridiculous. Like his karate skills, ridiculous. That spinning back kick to the face that he caught
Nasty.
Gegard with,
Nasty.
he's nasty. That's all Tiger Schulman, man. It's amazing. And this Nick Pace kid. It's like they're one of the few like big name schools. There was a whole chain that became like a real legit gym.
That's cool.
They
Yeah,
were
it
a
is cool.
karate chain. They were the one karate chain. Maybe there's others that did it. I'm sure there are, but Tiger Schulman's was a straight dominant karate chain. And when they saw MMA unfold,
They jumped on.
They were like, okay, we
They
need some
adopted them.
jiu-jitsu. We need some of that. We need some of that. So Tiger Schulman is open-minded, modern.
The other way to look at it also is
they
that
didn't
you,
stay stale.
the other way to look at it is you have that big a school, there are always going to be some superstars who are going to come through.
No. It's their training is really good. It's not just that.
They
Superstars-
evolved,
you don't
they
get to that
evolved
high of
when
a
most
level.
other martial arts, most other traditional martial arts associations didn't evolve.
Yes.
Tiger Schulman's was all about evolution.
Yeah.
Most other
Roy won, son.
traditional martial arts associations are not into evolving because the people at the top, they're f***ing lazy and they
Powerful
don't want to
Roy
evolve
Nelson.
because they would have to learn all this new.
Look at this.
They don't want to do it.